Bienvenue. Les aventures de Frank et Ben. Troisième série, Frank and Ben go back to Perkins on a Greyhound bus. Deuxième histoire, Frank and Ben go back to Perkins, part 10. It seems that Frank has fallen for Genevieve in a big way. However, he doesn't admit this to Ben. He doesn't want to talk about his feelings. He doesn't want to be teased or reminded that she is 4 or 5 years older than him. That's why he prefers to keep quiet. He prefers not to share his thoughts. He even prefers to let his mind wander a bit. The trip from Winnipeg back to Perkins now seems to him not so long as it once did. It even seems to him that it might end too quickly. Now he wishes that it could go on for a bit longer. He wishes that there could be more stops like the one they just had in Sault Ste. Marie. Thinking about this and other things, he starts to get drowsy. He imagines that the bus makes a short stop somewhere along the way, and all the passengers get off except Genevieve and him. But before they do, the bus driver warns that if they don't get back to the bus on time, they'll be left behind. For some reason, nobody comes back to the bus on time, and so the bus driver, true to his word, takes off with only Frank and Genevieve as his passengers. Pretty soon he stops complaining about his irresponsible passengers and starts talking in a candid way to Frank and Genevieve. He discusses things that Greyhound bus drivers normally don't talk about, at least with passengers. Like what a pain it is to tell people every day not to smoke in the washroom, or drink alcohol on the bus, or be late for getting back on it. Growing ever more warm and intimate in his conversation, he finally offers to be their personal chauffeur. At first they don't believe him, but when he asks them where they would like to go, they both say Niagara Falls. Sure enough, he starts to take them there and even compliments them on their choice. Like two excited children, Frank and Genevieve hop around from seat to seat on the empty bus. Soon they are able to view the falls and everything else from all sides. While they talk about the many things they see, they grow ever more friendly and intimate. Pretty soon they are in love and exchanging the most tender looks. Although these thoughts come into Frank's head just before and even after he falls asleep on the bus, all these thoughts come into Frank's head just before and even after he falls asleep on the bus. In the meantime, Ben has grown impatient because he can't talk to his friend about something he wants to do when they get back to Perkins. At this point, the 10-year-old boy, who earlier asked for Frank's autograph, comes up to Ben from the front of the bus. He offers to lend him another Asterix comic book. After accepting the offer and talking a bit more with him, Ben decides to go meet the two 13-year-old girls who are sitting across the aisle from the 10-year-old boy. They both wear braces on their teeth and are the same ones that, after the incident in Cucamonga, treated Frank as if he were a rock star. In his sleep, Frank stretches out his long legs and inadvertently blocks the aisle. This happens just after Genevieve has gotten up to go to the washroom at the back of the bus. When she finally returns and finds his legs blocking the aisle, she tries to step over them. Unfortunately, the bus driver brakes at this moment and makes a sharp turn. The young woman is immediately thrown off balance. She falls heavily on top of the sleeping 17-year-old, who with his 5'10" frame stretched out, looks every bit like a man. Later, the pain isn't so bad. He can even laugh and joke about it. However, Genevieve implores him not to make light of the incident. When Ben shows signs of wanting his seat back, the beautiful young woman finds a way to put him off so she can spend more time with Frank. She continues to show him an incredible amount of concern and sympathy. And in spite of Frank's telling her not to continue to apologize to him, she won't stop doing it. The reason for this is that it's still fresh in her mind what a shock Frank received, not to mention the pain he endured afterwards when she fell on him with her elbow hitting him where it did.